I am Stacey, and this is Chris. Oh, it's a great day to be in the pool. Okay, so we're at our home, and as you can see by the thumbnail, we're talking about a year of having our water treatment system. I'm late in posting the original video because I don't know, procrastination. And I also didn't want to post it ahead of time in case it sucked. And then I came back with a it sucks, video, and I didn't want to do that. So I wanted to give us time to actually utilize the system. But since we've been here over a year now, high five, high five. I figured it'd be a great time to go ahead and do the review. And why not do it from the comfiness of an avocado in our pool with water in it? So watch this original video from the installation, and we'll be right back on how we feel of our whole home water filtration system.
Okay. Hello, my name is José Ramón Medina, professional engineer, and I have a company called Ecolife. We design filtration systems for the homes here in the Yucatán and Mexico City. Pretty much everything related with water. So in this case, we have a whole house filtration system and a pressure pump. So the water comes from the roof, from the tinaco, the water tank up top, and it goes to the pressure system, then goes through the filtration system, and then goes into the house. So in this system, we have a sediment filter because we have well water here in this area. So the sediment filter is a must to catch any sand or debris that may be in the well. Then a carbon filter to take out any odors, any color of the water, and also organic and chemical pollutants. And then the third stage is the water softener, which in the Yucatán is a must also. This one's going to take calcium and magnesium off the water, so you don't have scales inside the house. And then the last stage is a UV light, and this one's is really important here because we're having well water. This one's going to kill 99% of bacteria, viruses, and everything that can potentially harm you. It goes here. So the water goes right into the house, so all the water inside the house is pretty much drinkable. So yeah, this is the full house filtration system.
Awesome. Oh, you're back. Okay. So a year of having our water filtration system. First off, we got the water filtration system as soon as we moved in. We did not wait because I don't know if you know this or not, but the water in Mexico is very harsh. You cannot drink it, like straight up drink it. You're just not drinking. It's almost like if you try to drink the water in California, you're just not going to drink it. You need bottled water. So, you okay? Okay. Checking on you, make sure you're alive back there. So, also, when you use the regular water here, like your toilet and your pipes and whatnot, you have to get stuff like cleaned and replaced. Like, didn't Fabiola say like the shower heads would need to be replaced like every 6 months? In some cases, did she say your toilets would need to be replaced because of the piping or whatnot?
There's sediment in the water.
There's sediment in the water that builds up and whatnot. So if I can find a graph of what it is, I'll put it here. But basically, you don't want that. So we went ahead and got it installed as soon as we moved in. So therefore, because our house is brand new, so no one lived here before we lived here. Well, we bought our house brand new. No one lived here ahead of time. Hence, nothing is out here yet. We don't have greenery and anything out here yet because we're still working on getting stuff together. And the inside has been more important than the outside. But anyway, so as far as why we got the system because I've had eczema all my life. And um, when we stayed at a hotel for like 2 months before getting this place, the way my hair had dried out just trying to wash my hair was diabolical. It was horrible. So it just made sense to go ahead and get a whole home filtration system. Not to mention, um, normally here you obviously can't drink the water out the faucet where you're attaching uh, one of those big keg style bottled waters under your faucet to be able to use it. When you brush your teeth, you have to use a bottled water and that kind of thing. So to be able to not have to do that, where we can safely brush our teeth and shower with not hot water, and that's the thing. Not to mention uh, we have it hooked up to our refrigerator, so our ice and the water that's coming out of the refrigerator we can drink without a problem. We don't have to constantly buy bottled water. So that is a savings. It may up front it's a lot, but the savings of not having to constantly buy bottled water and that kind of thing is like awesome.
Additional products like moisturizers and additional treatments for your skin, especially if you have sensitive skin against hard water.
I hope they can hear you since you don't
I
have on
can
a
hear you,
mic.
so you repeat.
Oh, well, say it again and I'll repeat it.
So we don't spend money on additional products for sensitive skin
Ah,
and
so we're
treatments.
so we're not spending additional products on treating my skin because actuality, since we're not using hard water and harsh water, we've actually our lotion has gone further, our body wash has gone further because you don't have to have as much body wash to lather up. So that has been awesome. Having people over and not have to be like, hey, when you brush your teeth, here's this bottled water, or make sure you lotion up when you get out the shower because you're gonna be dry, that kind of thing. Has been awesome.
Normal people do that anyway.
I mean, normal people do that as far as lotioning their bodies when they get out of the shower, but you don't have to emphasize it because the water is like hard and that kind of thing. So that has been awesome. But I think those are the major perks, like not having to spend extra on extra stuff just because you're compensating for hard water. So that has been awesome. We have a whole home filtration system. So all the faucets, you have no problems.
Filtration and water softener.
Filtration and water softener. And we also have this other thing in our Tanako. I'll post a picture. The Tanako is the water tank on the roof. That's how you get the water. It comes in from the water people and it goes up to the Tanako and it lives on the top of your roof and then it comes down to your home. And so having a whole home system has been awesome. I cannot complain. I think the funny thing is about the whole getting in the pool and I itch to death. It makes me think of when we went to Jamaica when I was like in the height of my eczema in 2009, and we went on this boat tour, and I was getting splashed with water. Thought it was the fun of my life until my skin from head to toe was itching to death. Oh my gosh! So to go from that in 2026, where not only can I get in the ocean here and not itch to death, I can get in the chlorine water of our pool and not itch to death and have an issue. So it has been awesome. So I would highly recommend if you're going to get a water system for your home, go ahead and do it early. And if you need advice on who to use, I know a guy, Carl. I know a guy. So reach out to me if you need his information because I'm going to post it down here. So you have his information. Just let him know that I sent you. Um, Oh, I could. I'll show you the strips that we use to test our water. I'll post it here somewhere because we got our strips from what, Amazon. We got our strips from Amazon where we test the water. It's a whole strip that tells heck from A to Z. You can also get digital ones. That's a whole thing. I thought about getting one of those also, but we've been good. So I mean, we're not turning green from drinking the water or anything, or we haven't had any water issues from our home. We've only had one outside in a restaurant water issue. That was a huge fact, but we solved that because we just don't get water related drinks when we go over there to eat. We get canned and bottled stuff. But anyway, but having a water filtration system is just a peace of mind. You don't have to worry about it. My hair is not shedding as much as it was, especially as much as it was in the States with having this water system. I'm sure that has to do with a bunch of factors, but I won't get on my podium and talk about that. So, was there anything else you wanted to cover the water system? How awesome it is, or do you feel like it sucks for you, or has it been awesome for you?
Well, don't forget to cover the cons. There's pros and there's cons.
What's the cons?
One of the cons is when the power goes out, you have no water.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is a con. When the power goes out, you have no water because the pump is pumping the water from the Tanaco into your home. The
Through
Tanaco
the
is
water filtration
through the
system into your home.
water filtration system into your home. The Tanaco is electric, so when you have no power, you have no water.
And even though
So
the Tanaco is basically a water tank on your roof, you still have the pump, the Boomba, that feeds our water filtration system. So if that pump doesn't work, you still have no water.
yeah, so if the pump dies at any point, you have no water. That is a con. So you would definitely need to have bottled water for that. Which I normally keep a pitcher in the refrigerator of water that I refresh periodically just in case we have an outage. But a lot of times when we have an outage, we're not at home anyway. Like we leave the house to go other places. So that doesn't affect us too much unless it's a longer outage. And like I say, you have bottled water for that kind of thing. So, is there any other cons?
Um, the cost of the bulbs, we just paid the cost of the bulbs.
Oh, yeah. We just paid the cost to get a brand new bulb, which you get a brand new bulb once a year, and the cost of the bulb this year was what, 2,500 pesos.
Right, and those bulbs are infrared. They use the infrared light to try to purify the water that way on top of the other hard filtration systems.
Mm,
But they still, they're a little expensive in comparison to other things here.
yeah, but they are expensive in comparison to other things here. They do last a whole year, so that's the only thing we need to replace a year. We put salt in the tank. The salt is what, 200 pesos for a
Right.
bag.
That salt is not what filters the water. It just keeps some of the runoff from being toxic.
Ah,
So the salt that goes into that system is literally just to keep some of that runoff from being terribly, terribly toxic. The bad stuff that it's filtering away, it basically pushes that off into a separate reservoir. And we put salt into that reservoir to basically salinate that reservoir.
yeah, and it also runs out of a pipe over there into the grass. Well, we don't have grass now. We have gravel all over the place. But true. So we add water to the system once every 2-3 months. You're supposed to keep it what, 3/4 of a way full of salt.
Not water, we add salt to the
Salt,
system.
excuse me. We add salt to the container. Um,
Right, it's a self cleaning system
it's a self cleaning system, so that's what the salt helps to do. So you have to keep the salt in the container full. What, 3/4 of a way full
at least.
at least. So we probably add a bag in once every 2 to 3 months or so. So a bag being, like I said, about 200 and some pesos, 205 pesos, I think it was last time. So and you can get those from the piscina places, the pool places, and they are a plethora out here. So you won't have a shortage of finding where to get salt. You can also get the salt at Home Depot. So you don't need to do much to maintain the system. I think he said that the filters and everything in it are changed like every 8 to 10 years. So, I mean, that's much better than the original system that we had when we lived in Tennessee when we first bought our house there. Because we lived in our house in Manchester for almost 20 years. So the original system that we had there, when we first got the house, because it was brand new when we bought the house, it was a lot more maintenance to deal with that one. It was horrible. So this is a breeze in comparison. So if you were there any other cons? Okay. So if you're thinking about getting a water system, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. It's such a peace of mind where you don't have to worry about it, where you can freely drink the water out of your own home and not get sick. Not worry, not dry your hair out, not dry your skin out. Yay. So I'm going to post Jose's information because we used Ecosystems, I think it's called, his company's called, but I'll put Jose's information down in the description. So, in short, get you a whole home water filtration system. And just like that, it's another one. Thank you for coming to visit our TED Talk about water, from the water, in the water, in my brand new avocado float, because I'm down for the avocados and I'm down for the sharks. Our daughter and her boyfriend have matching like avocado tacos. It's so deep with us in avocados. But anyway, yeah, they're avocado tattoos. Oh, anyway, thank you for coming to watch our review about our water system. We have a couple of other videos lined up that we want to talk about serious stuff. I'm trying to also meet with some people to get you further information on other stuff about either moving abroad or living abroad or whatnot. So thank you for coming to visit our channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and save the video, because sometimes these informational videos, they just like disappear when you need them. So if you save the video, then it'll be there when you need it to come back to reference information that you need. So that is awesome by itself. So again, I say, I am Stacey and
Please.
this is Chris, and we are together abroad by faith in Jesus' name. Oh, thank you, God. In Jesus' name. So we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.